Somebody call the doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, we're all incredibly excited tonight because the time has come for season 2 of course, episode 1, a lesson for your next life. Now, we all loved Invincible, and we cannot wait to dive into this season. I'm so pumped for this. It's going to be awesome. I just know it.
We have a lot of things to get through. Where's Omni-Man? Is he going to ever come back? What's going to become of Invincible? All I know is I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see where we go.
Season 1 really shocked me. I had never seen anything animated go quite that intense is the word I'll use, but I absolutely loved it. I have no clue what's coming for this season. I haven't read any of the comics, so I don't know. So this is all going to be a complete surprise, all new for me, and I cannot wait.
Season 1 was absolutely amazing. What a treat that was. And if I'm predicting anything for season 2, I think it may be...
Let's go! A treat for the freaks, the feeding the beast. Whoa! It's been weeks, at least it's moments of peace. Whoa! Increase the heat. I wanna watch it burn.
Whoa, he's back? Hey, Blinken's back?
I've been hit harder before.
So arrogant, just like your father.
But why are they fighting?
Well,
Omni-Man
wondering if
crushed
this
him.
is training.
Well, remember, Omni-Man crushed him
Yeah.
twice.
After what Omni-Man did, after what you did.
Oh, jeez.
Slice.
This has to be a dream.
I didn't expect him to be back this early.
No.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
Mortal your way out of that.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I
Dad?
can come back from that one.
He's
The
dreaming.
immortal lived for
Has to
thousands
be.
of years, trying to make this planet better. I thought he'd see the truth, like you did,
I think he was trying to lead us away.
so we must be close.
You all feel like we're the bad guys because my dad and I took over your planet. But
This got to be an
you're
alternate
going to be
universe.
part of the Viltrum Empire now. I didn't get it at first either, but I came around and you will come around too. And in the long run, you'll thank us. The more you resist, the worse this gets. We didn't destroy your cities. You destroyed them by fighting back. And if you still think you can stop us, don't forget, I'm invincible.
Oh, no, title card?
They said it.
What?
You're going to be part of the Viltrum Empire now. That means no one goes hungry, no one dies from cancer, and no one ever messes with Earth again.
It's as bad as having to listen to Easy Street on repeat.
Easy Street. Good old Daryl.
Were you followed?
The immortal led them away.
That's what Rex thought too.
Oh.
Got to be an alternate universe.
She shaved her head.
If this doesn't make Omni-Man have a bad day, nothing will.
What was that, like, bubble right
I
away
think
at the
that
end
was
there?
Eve making a
Oh,
shield around
no.
him.
Told you we were close.
Is her face all scarred
Yeah.
up, too?
Yeah.
Robot!
Oh. Oh.
That just, all it did was piss him off.
Not even a scratch. Ugh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Someday, you too will die.
Sure, but you should have died at birth.
What is going on? Oh, this is nuts.
You and your stupid resistance made us kill thousands of innocent people. Stop this, or I stop you.
I'd rather die.
I would never kill you. I can't let you hurt anyone else.
Oh.
I'm sorry you had to do that, Mark.
She's not dead, just paralyzed.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I've got some people who'll take care of her.
Since you were all part of the resistance, we need to kill you.
Murderers!
You sentenced yourself to death when you joined Club Resistance.
I missed lunch because of that riot in Bangkok.
What was that?
What the hell was that? Portal or something?
Who cares?
Wow.
I am so confused as to what's going on right now, guys. Did we just get like the end of the season and now they're gonna rewind it and go back?
Well, that's where he had his fight with his dad.
Because didn't his face look like it had a couple wrinkles on his face? His face wasn't as smooth.
Okay, so here he's helping out. Maybe that's how the end of season 2 goes, is what we just saw right there.
That's what I'm wondering, if that wasn't the whole, show us the end and then go back to the beginning. We've seen that
TV
before.
screen.
Because we thought when we did the trailer that there'd be alternate universes.
Rhino. Or an elephant instead of rhino.
That would make some sense right now. If there's like an
alternate universe,
multiverse of sorts, for
they
lack of better terms right now.
They did seem to tease that in the trailer.
When Titans touched down in Chicago, cost in lives. In only a few short weeks, crews have been hard at work rebuilding the city that had been so devastated.
Yeah, she's got a nice little reminder.
You don't have to go back if you're not ready. I think we're both dying to get out of this house.
Constantly reminded every time they come out their door. So that's where the safe house was.
Yep.
Well, not the safe house, but
Also,
where they were for spying.
I said I was sorry. I don't want to eat that garbage.
I said get back.
I don't think he's going to break
Turn
your arm
around.
this time, or wrist, whatever it was.
You should count yourself lucky there, Pete.
You get back too, or you're both going hungry.
We barely gave you a concussion. That means we like you. That means when we break out of here again, we don't kill you.
Don't try to bargain with me. We've got security turned up to 100 on you two. You ain't going nowhere.
Did you? Oh, yeah. I shit portals now. Didn't I mention that?
More portals.
See you around, Pete. Oh, the hell are we?
Don't worry. This isn't your world.
Okay.
My name is Angstrom Levy.
Why'd you break us out? And what do you want? That's basically the same question, idiot. Let me guess, you can open portals between dimensions, but not within the same dimension.
You know, I was worried freeing you could be a mistake.
Still might be, if you don't tell us what you want.
I need your help with a very specific problem. I don't hurt people. I don't kill people. I only use my power for good. Working with the two of you is a real ethical and moral stretch for me, but I don't have a choice. There's no one else with your scientific je ne sais quoi. Now, I can't force you to help me, but I will leave you here forever if you don't, or somewhere worse.
Ain't much of a choice.
Zero choice.
That's an interesting power to have. Just open a portal to
Reginald Viltrumite.
open a portal to Mars and then just leave them there. Like, well, that's that.
Mark Grayson. Sorry your dad got exploded. I can't imagine not ever seeing my dad again, and my dad's a dick. I hear your dad was an okay guy, though.
Oh,
He was
well.
like Jack, right?
Thanks, Todd.
See, I'm not an asshole. I'm not an asshole.
Really prove your point, buddy.
Yeah.
Todd's right. My dad might as well be dead. I don't get to be sad. I'm part of the problem. I'm the reason all those people in Chicago died.
You didn't kill those people, Mark. Omni-Man did. You stopped your dad and saved the planet. And it almost killed you.
I'm not so sure.
Well, he kind of stopped him.
Sort of.
His dad had an emotional breakthrough.
Is that McDowell's?
Yeah, start your day with a hot BM.
What can I do for you?
I need to be out there.
Hold on.
I'm better. I'm stronger. I'm ready.
You're not, Mark. You think I haven't been watching your early morning outings?
That's why I need you.
It's only been a month, Mark. Focus on your mom, your grades, your girlfriend. You want to go to college with Amber, right?
I can save lives.
You did. But you also went through an emotional tumble dryer, and I need to know your head stopped spinning. So no, not yet.
I don't need your permission to be a superhero.
You know who else said that to me?
I'm not my dad. I'm not my dad.
Oh.
Oh, easy, guy.
Yeah, that display of anger is not going to help him call you.
Not one bit.
This thing's still going on?
It's not going well, sir. The Guardians could use some help.
Yeah, how is he
They
back?
could really use Invincible.
For stepping on my favorite pie, you piece of shit!
and I want to be president of America as an astronaut.
Based on his speech patterns and vocabulary,
The giant seems to have the mental capacity of an 8-year-old.
Explains the astronaut part.
All the damage they do.
Right?
Just like that little slide down there.
Yep.
Oh, right in the eye. I don't care how old he is. He needs to go down.
There's a multi-level parking garage beneath this intersection.
Oh,
I will
my.
detonate stress points in the concrete and drop the giant into it.
Trash the city.
Blow up Rudy's charges. Come on.
What happened?
Like an Iron Man suit.
don't know. I couldn't move. My heart was racing. I was all sweaty. Why are you laughing?
Before all this was just a video game for you. Now you're here, in
Yeah,
person,
he's
playing for real.
in
It's a
there.
big difference.
Don't worry. You'll get used to it.
Recognize this?
That's one of our somatic encoders.
I based it off your design. It reads, copies, and writes human minds.
You can't get it working. I bet you can't. The connectome buffers crash out. You'll need twice as many processing units.
This is exactly why I broke you both out of prison.
2 questions first. What do you need it for? What's in it for us? And no more bullshit about stranding us in some other dimension.
There's an infinite number of dimensions, and
Here we
I was
go.
born with the ability to access all of them. Remember that world-changing battle between Omni-Man and Invincible a month ago? Each dimension has something unique and valuable. Technologies beyond our understanding. New ways of thinking. Philosophies of peace. All our problems. Famine, war, climate change, cancer have been solved somewhere else.
What an interesting concept.
A Prometheus who raises the bar for everyone by sharing what works. I can save billions upon trillions of lives. To do this, I need deep knowledge of those other dimensions.
There's gonna be a bunch more
Meet
of them. Oh,
the family.
oh, the one has the eye in the middle,
I
in the
did
forehead.
not see that coming.
They're all alternate versions of me. Intimate local knowledge of their home dimensions that will help me figure
there
out
you
what they
go.
do best and how to get it here. I need to copy all their know-how and put it in here. Help me do this, and I'll give you any single dimension you want, as long as you promise not to hurt anyone.
We want one with no superheroes, good food, and a population that thinks we're gods.
Wow, this is going to get interesting.
Debbie.
Olga.
The back door was open, so I let myself in.
Got a cake?
She's back.
She's making food. That's why she had the knife.
Yeah.
That was a little deceiving, don't you think?
Well, yeah, well, because she has to know by now it was Omni-Man that killed her husband, or offed her husband.
Want to hear something crazy? When I saw you with that knife, I thought,
Really? I would never. Too obvious. Poison would be much better.
Immediately looked at the glass, the food and glass.
Both our husbands died that night.
Nolan killed so many people. He almost killed Mark. Said I didn't matter, that I was a pet.
Yeah.
20 years. 20 years, and I was a goddamn fucking pet.
Let it out.
I'm fine. I don't have anyone to talk to, so.
I have to go back to Moscow in a few days, but
What's this?
something that helped me.
I got a bad feeling now with Olga.
Hi, Olga.
It's good to see you, Mark.
I'm gonna go to my room.
Olga made dinner.
I already ate.
Can't help him until you help yourself.
Really, Olga, I'm fine.
Yeah, sometimes parents don't have that luxury, do they?
I would say, make sure you leave the card.
Just odd time. Maybe they were best friends and they just didn't show enough of it, but I'm suspicious.
You're slow, unprepared, undisciplined.
We put our necks on the line every single day.
Shut up, Rex. And we've done an analysis of your last 15 engagements and narrowed it down to a failure of leadership.
Oh,
The Immortal's now in charge.
Nice entrance. Did you work it out in advance? I mean, it looked effortless, but I feel like a lot of preparation went into it.
It's also obvious the team needs more muscle. Meet bulletproof.
Hey,
It's just a whole afternoon of new friends. Bulletproof.
I do everything you wish you could. And that's rich coming from a guy called Rexplode. You think of that grade school shit yourself? Or did somebody help you with that?
I came up with it.
Yeah, I figured.
New training schedules are in your lockers. First session is in 30 minutes.
I still want you on the team, Rudy.
This was not the outcome I desired. But yes, of course. I understand.
Good man. I knew I could count on you.
Cecil's right. My leadership has been suboptimal, and that's a problem.
Damn.
Ah.
Yeah. That's the Eve I'm used to.
Yep.
Maybe a little lonely, but I don't mind.
That's the couple I'm trying to ship.
So this is where you tell me how you are.
Okay, I guess.
When was the last time you went out as Invincible?
Yesterday morning. I'm just flying around like an idiot. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be my dad. What if I become him and I don't even know it?
You're not your dad, Mark. We all know that.
Well, little do you know about a dimension.
Not in this dimension.
We tracked them down to a warehouse near the harbor.
Let's find out before they turn it on. Give me the immortal.
Director.
Mark, it's not a good...
I'll work for you. I'll follow orders. I'll let you make all the calls.
Energy levels just went off the chart.
Someone get this kid an earpiece.
Here we
Here
go.
comes the test. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Oh, he's trying to read their minds.
Yep,
It's like
get all the information.
It's like Doc Brown's headpiece in Back to the Future.
Well, it's similar, but different.
Similar but different.
Yeah,
maybe like Charles Xavier.
Open your portals, and we'll connect to the other 9 machines. You're doing a ton of processing behind the scenes, so you remember that you're you and not them. Even though you'll have everyone's memories, it's a first for us. But that means, once we start the process, it's impossible to stop. At these power levels, severe brain damage would be the least of your problems.
Are they going to pull it off before Mark gets there?
I think it's going to go on well.
Oh, is this going to work?
I am large. Locked and stable. We're laughing.
Yep.
Spit it out, kid.
Okay, there's like a giant mechanical Christmas tree with like a bunch of the same guy sitting on it and some portals and the maulers and...
It doesn't matter. Just stop them.
Hey, shut it down or I take it down.
Make us.
You have no idea how much I wanted you to say that.
Wait! Invincible! You don't understand! Listen to me! Stronger than
You should have said that before they started engaging.
Yeah.
This is for the greater good!
I've heard that before.
Oh, more maulers.
You were using other us's? You said we were special.
I thought he was going to kind of like do Doctor Strange, just keep throwing them around in portals until it's done, but...
Yeah, like open up a portal in between him and them. So fires at him, portal.
Oh.
Well, it does make sense to eat up some time, right? We need some red shirts.
It's a Mr. T version. Oh, female.
Look at my China.
That's what I was just going to say. It looks like China.
It does. It's like with the ponytail.
I think they did Mr. T. Oh, Jesus.
Stomping a mud hole.
Don't kill him!
Oh, we're gonna do both.
Oh, man.
He's
Just...
getting worked again. Oh, missing teeth again, too.
He's going to stop
I
it.
won't build my utopia with blood.
Oh, you can't stop it. You can't stop it.
No, do it. No.
Oh, no.
Oh, they're vaporized.
Oh. Everything's vaporized.
Well, there goes that opportunity. The only one
All
who
that.
made it was probably Mark.
All that just gone.
Are you injured? I guess he really is. Invincible.
God, they keep teasing that.
Yeah.
This was the Maulers, okay? I'd say you stopped it pretty fucking spectacular.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but listen to Rex.
There were other people here.
Everyone here did this to themselves. This is what happens when you follow my orders. We did good today. Do you understand me? The Immortal, check the site for survivors and report back to me.
Understood.
Mom.
Oh my God.
Ouch, my face.
I'm working for Cecil now. I stopped the maulers, but things exploded.
I must have accidentally.
I'll make dinner.
No, you don't have to. I can order.
I want to.
Oh, he took out
3 plates.
No way, you first.
Okay, same time.
At least they didn't swap and like do each other.
Congratulations on being accepted to Upstate University, Miss Bennett.
Is this going to be?
They did.
Yeah.
I believe you now.
I got in.
I guess I get to keep my superhero boyfriend after all.
Oh, it's like he wouldn't been able to come visit.
Right.
I mean, come on, he can fly.
Why?
You get there in
Why
2
does he need to go to
seconds.
college? What's he going to do? Oh, I was going to save the world, but I thought I'd become a pharmacist instead. Like, what?
Oh, hey, Immortal.
Cecil thinks you're on our side. I'm not so sure. I'll be watching you.
How did he come back to life?
He can probably regenerate from like 1 cell. if he
No,
had to.
remember the last time they took the head in? Oh my goodness.
What was that?
That's
10
it?
minutes?
Wait, what?
That's why I remember
That's
we
it?
get the little
Here we
bonus
go.
scene. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
How are you even breathing?
Oh.
Oh, you like
That's his brain.
he like morphed with him.
What did he do to me? You did that to yourself. It made me a freak.
Look at that brain.
He killed so many. People I knew, people I loved. Millions died because
all
of
the
him.
universes.
You've lost track of what memories are yours and which come from the others.
Yep.
They're all my memories. You need a hospital. I need revenge.
Well, he's a bit different.
I won't rest until I've killed!
There's the title card. Holy crap.
Made us wait for that one.
I did that the first episode.
Okay.
This is
Fine. Go. It's the last time I work for anyone else, ever.
Oh man.
Wow. Wow.
Dude. Oh, no, go back. Dude. What an episode.
What a way to
So
pick
much
up.
happened again in this, at least in my opinion.
The first
They've been doing, all the first season, they packed so much into one episode. They did it again. They picked right up where they left off in terms of the quality of the story, multiple storylines kind of going on at once here. And
Yep, you're right there.
Just an amazing show that they've been able to pull this off. I'm going to start with my nitpicks, which are just one. And I had the same nitpick. I think it was with one of the Spider-Man movies. Why in the hell does Mark care about going to college? Like, you've won already. You're already there.
That question does fire up a lot of people. And I'm sure we're going to get some comments now that you brought that up. But some bring up that he just is trying to be normal.
Trying to be a normal
But
kid.
I understand where you're coming from because I get it. He's a kid. He wants to try to have a normal life. But if we look at it and do the comparison, he is a superhero with all these abilities. Having a normal life is next to
you
impossible.
can't. You don't get to have a normal life. He's going to be sitting in algebra class and have to go stop the maulers or something. It's not going to work.
Yeah, what's going to be interesting is that obviously you guys are going to see this, right? The people that are going to strongly disagree with you, it's going to be hard to get the rebuttal back. So we're probably going to have to see some comments, maybe address it in the next one because I know we're going to get some
because
comments.
it was the same issue that I had with Spider-Man where Peter was like already, and I don't want to compare, Spider-Man to Invincible, but Peter Parker was already a genius. Like, who's going to teach him at the college he wanted to go to so bad? And it's like I said, I don't know if I made the cut or not, but what's Invincible going to do? Go become a chemical engineer? Like, no, your job is to save the world. That's who you are.
You have to have that separate life. You have to have your disguise of Clark Kent is Superman, Bruce Wayne, Batman. You have to have your secret identity because at the end of the day, you want to try and protect your family as much as you can, and that's one way to do it.
Yeah, and I don't want to make that the whole part of my review. That was just the one issue that I have, and it comes up every now and then.
But no, actually, I'm actually looking forward to all the comments on that because what would you rather have? Just him always be that, or him having the secret identity and having a career?
I got a
newspaper philanthropist, billionaire.
I got a feeling we're gonna need Invincible pretty heavy in this episode, and he's going to need a lot of support so that he doesn't become his dad. We saw the little glimpse of it maybe in the restaurant with his anger coming through. Look, I think he's going to need Eve. He's going to need Amber to help keep him on track, and pretty much the whole team, so that he can kind of let go of this level of regret that he has, that he wasn't able to stop his dad the way he wanted to. And thousands of people lost their lives in the worst possible way when Omni-Man and Invincible were fighting. So it's going to be one hell of a season.
How about Rex actually being kind of the voice of reason there after the fight with Mario? Like, hey, buddy, you want to, go and take some rest? And Cecil's like, yeah, Rex is right. It's like, well, yeah, there's no way. Okay, right here.
Okay, so Jason was the voice. There was a few moments there.
You didn't sound like Ralph.
Farah that's right. He's added to the cast as Bulletproof.
Because
there was a couple moments there of Rex's voice. I was like, man, did they bring in someone to take over Jason's spot? But.
Well, I'm glad they didn't. But yeah, how about him being the voice reason? But yeah, right now, seeing he still wants a normal life. Like my part with you is with like the college. Where would it matter what college he went to? He can fly in 5 seconds over to see Amber whenever he wants. But this is a great start. We have the glimpse of what the future may hold at the beginning, and then they did the teaser of the title card all the way at the end, just like the first episode of the first season when he was still trying to think of a name. But this was still really amazing. I am so excited for this season, especially now with all these multiverses. The guy with the big, huge brain.
Dimensions.
Oh my! All the dimensions.
And he said in every other dimension that Omni-Man and Invincible teamed up.
Well,
and
he
took
said
over.
he said what a great percentage of them. There was a few where he didn't, but
they didn't
more
get to all
often.
of them.
He said more often than not he did. So this is gonna be fun to watch.
You know, for me, it was obviously you have the action, you have the intensity. The thing that I really liked about this episode that I thought was creative is we've seen obviously the multiverse stuff from the Marvel, and in kind of what we've seen with that is there's different versions of yourself, different versions of everybody, and it creates a very dynamic storyline. What they brought to this storyline with their different dimensions was the idea that each different dimension has, they're not all perfect, but they have something that they've fixed there that would benefit it. So if you could tap into that, and it's like, well, think about that. Like, and it was a really great example. New Shakespeare. So if there was a million different Earths, and one of them, probably be flying cars, and another one, maybe a cure to cancer, and another one, they could regrow hair. So
I want to go to that.
If you could take all the knowledge from all the dimensions, and I don't know that I've seen that concept laid out in any other show or movie. So I thought that was really brilliant. The action was cool. I thought they were teasing us in the beginning with an end of this season kind of thing, and that we were going to get this twist where it was the end of the season, because we've seen that in some movies where they start with like the end and then it rewinds and then it plays forward to that moment. We did one relatively recently. I can't think off the top of my head which one it was, where the scene started a little bit later and then kind of rewound. But in any regard, a ton of great action. To talk about Mason's Quinn point as far as going to college, I think Diamond Dave brought up the most obvious, like trying to live a normal life. Answer also touched on one that's very obvious as far as having secret identities and stuff like that. I mean, you can get even more practical with it. Like, is there money in being a superhero? How would you have a home? If you wanted to have a car and not fly everywhere, how would you have a car? How would you pay for dinners? I mean, we're doing The Boys and they get like salaries and stuff, and it's interesting because we see them, get put up in some places, and the deep got sent to Ohio and was driving a 15-year-old H3, and it was like in some little apartment, and they gave him a $75 a day per diem. So there still has to be a source of income. Unless, there's, government programs or whatever.
Yeah, well, because Omni-Man didn't have a job.
Right. So it's like, okay, how does it happen? But, that takes us back to the whole Twilight thing. Well, if you live for a few hundred years, you better be able you should be able to make some money and make some investments. But in any regard, I think it's kind of the same thing. Like, he's just trying to live a normal life. Yes, Answer also brings up a really good point. Like, you could go to any college across America and still like visit if the only driving factor was going because you wanted to be in a certain proximity to a significant other. which is a very real thing, happens all the time with young people, for better or worse or otherwise. But all around, I thought it was a really solid episode. I like the introduction of new people and what they brought. I like seeing the Maulers back. They're kind of a favorite.
The Maulers are fun.
A favorite of mine. Seeing Immortal back was cool. You know, I like his character, and I definitely understand his lack of trust that he has for Mark. But all in all, a great episode. They packed a lot into it. It felt like it flew by. I know we say that all the time, but it's a really good kind of measuring stick for, you know, how engaged you are and how much you're enjoying it when it feels like it goes like that. But
the device worked.
Yeah. And then basically his brain grew all the way down his back.
Oh
and
my goodness!
He doesn't know which memory.
It's like a Ninja
is.
Turtle with that turtle.
And that's kind of what it looked like they did. Is that, you know, instead of just gaining everybody else's memories, his brain grew to match however many people were there. It looked like he went down his back and up and out the side, and it's interesting, but definitely a solid start to the season. And I think anybody who watched this is like, yep, you're all
Hooked.
in. Not that the people weren't. Like, I think it's not like you're gonna start this and then bail halfway through the season, but this episode 1 had me sucked in.
Yeah, phenomenal writing as usual with this show. I like how they had almost every emotion in this one that they were trying to hit, especially from a Mark standpoint. They had, you know, the way they were trying to go with Mark, which is obviously here with, you know, he's still struggling. I mean, the timeline is only 1 month from when he got his ass whooped by his dad. And then we just see him get his ass whooped by like 8 Maulers.
Yep.
You know, so good thing that he is able to recover pretty good, because after the beating that he got from his dad, I was wondering how they were going to kind of intertwine. You know, are they going to do a little bit of flashbacks? They only did like 1 or 2, which I'm actually happy with, because I didn't want Mark, personally, I didn't want Mark coming into episode 1 just all down and low and everything like that. I do actually agree that someone as motivated as him would be lenient more on his anger right now, which is what we're seeing. And good that they're trying to say, hey, we're, you know, they came in saying, hey, you need to take some time away and just get your head straight. We know you're going to be good when you come back. But they ran the situation. I didn't know what was going to happen with that. I did not expect them to just
back in the fold. Yeah.
I thought for sure everything was done, but now we're going to see, like, what we saw. I know everyone's kind of caught up here, but if it's in the comic, please don't spoil. I'm just talking out loud here with you. Like, if what we saw in the beginning is to come later, how did this play? And I'm sure we're going to get these answers, but I'm just, again, talking out loud. Did what happened right there kickstart that whole thing? Well, no, it didn't. Now that I'm talking out loud, because they said Omni-Man and Invincible were taking over. Okay, see, glad I'm talking so loud. But either way, now, like Mauler said, he doesn't know, you know, with whose memory or who is what he is with that. So I'm really intrigued to see how that is going to turn out now. And I'm glad Sterling is a part of this cast, because he's a great actor too. So again, this a 45-minute episode, just jam-packed with story. And folks, without spoiling me, with you comic peeps, I have a suspicion about Elga. I'm not 100% sold on her just yet being
I wonder what
friendly.
that card was.
Because all of a sudden, she just now shows up because she found out and heard about Omni-Man, Nolan, right?
Yeah. Well, maybe she figures the danger's gone.
How about the misdirection with the knife when he walked in? Oh, by
with
the
that,
way.
and then she even said she would have did it with something else, and we were like,
yeah.
And then they both laughed again.
And you look at the wine glass, like,
and then they both laughed again. But
yeah, another phenomenal writing. So shout out to Kirkman and all you guys who wrote for this episode. I know Kirkman didn't write in this one, but either way, phenomenal stuff. I am so excited for episode 2, and we're finally caught up with all of you now, and we get to take this ride weekly. So,
my God,
we gotta wait each.
We gotta wait each week now instead of being able to have like 2, 3 in one night. You know,
gotta wait each week.
Oh man! Well, what a great start to season 2 of Invincible. So for Diamond Dave, Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.